2 losses in 2 games. It's indeed a tough pill to swallow. What are the coaches feeling? How do we plan to recover from this? Let's find out. Mike, today we saw 2 out of our top 6 batters score over 20 runs. Nobody scored over 30 runs and the highest partnership was 39. Not converting starts to big scores, a problem you saw repeating today?
Well, you've probably answered it there, really. I mean, it's the sort of surface where if you get yourself in, you've got an opportunity to push on and get a score and get the team in a situation where they can actually set up a death phase. And clearly, when you're in the position you are in terms of wickets lost by the 10th over, we're asking far too much of our numbers, 6, 7, 8 to do. And I think there's no doubt our top 6 are well aware of that.
We saw Smriti and Heather get out in the same over. Did you think that was the critical moment in our batting?
A number of turning points. Obviously, we lost 2 in the over before when Sophie and Disha got out. That sort of let Mumbai back into the game. And then, as you said, Smriti was obviously a big wicket for us. And then Heather, who played so nicely in the previous game, got out first ball. So there were, when you lose wickets in clumps like that, it's very hard to fight back. And I think the thing for us, as I said, as a batting unit, clearly, once you get set and on these wickets, they're very good surfaces. We've got to be able to capitalise, and run-outs tend to come from a bit of chaos, and that chaos is lost by losing wickets in clumps. So it's a bit of a roll-on effect, really.
Malulan Rangarajan, he is assistant head coach. Malo, DC had Lanning and Shefali who took the game away from us. Here, it was Haley and Skiver. Where did we miss the trick, you reckon?
Pretty evident what's happened. We've gone now 2 games with just 3 wickets after bowling about 35, 36 overs. So that is a concern. But having said that, we know what we're lacking. Lacks a little bit of consistency. There have been plans put in place. Unfortunately, our bowlers have not been able to execute them to their best ability. But having said that, also this pitch wasn't a 150 kind of score. So the good thing about our team is there are a lot of experienced heads. They know what's going wrong and they're all match winners. And it's just a matter of time where you just shift the momentum.
Ben, we saw almost every over had boundaries except for a couple of them or so. Did we miss the line in length, or was their batting really strong?
No, I think you're right. I think we did miss line and length, so we have to be honest. I saw a couple of the pitch maps there towards the end, and we were scattered, a long way, from where we wanted to be. So balls in, places that we probably didn't really want them to be, whether that be wide of off stump or wide of the leg stump. So look, we planned around trying to attack the stumps, and we just missed that. So execution tonight, not great.
From the overall match today, did we see any issues with bowling, and how do we plan on addressing that?
Yeah, look, I think today, once again, from a batting point of view, you're not even close to getting a score that's defendable because of the state of the surface. But we need to bowl with a little bit more control. I mean, I think we know that if we look at our pitch map, we were sort of getting hit both sides, and that makes it a really difficult job for the captain in terms of trying to control the run rate. And on these surfaces, unless you can control the run rate, you're not going to generate wickets. So without doubt, we expect to be a little bit more disciplined in our execution. And that's from both our seamers and our spinners. So look, there's plenty of work to do in that area as well.
Shreyanka Patil did her big debut against the Mumbai Indians today. Shreyanka, how did that feel when you were announced as part of the playing 11 today?
Firstly, I'm a little disappointed with the loss. It was hard to take, but we fought well, is what I would love to say. But it's a great opportunity. It's just an amazing feeling. People chanting RCB and then supporting RCB itself was a big thing for me, because just people cheering my name, Shreyanka was a good thing for me. So I really enjoyed each and every moment.
You met some of the players after the game as well. What can you tell them, and what's the mood in the camp like?
Yeah, look, everyone's obviously a little bit down because no one likes losing, especially back to back, and it's been a tough couple of days. But As we said last night, you've got to move on pretty quickly. So, we'll have a really quick debrief tonight and just make sure that everyone leaves the ground with a bit of a smile on their face and looking forward to the next match. But and then we've got some work to do over the next couple of days.
I think from a batting point of view, just like the previous game, if you get a start, there's a responsibility there that you kick on and you make a score that counts. And everybody in that changing room is well aware of that. And those that did get starts, whether it be this game or the one before, that's probably the most frustrating thing, is that they've got a start, they've got themselves set, and then they've found a way of getting out. And that does need to change from a batting unit point of view.
I mean, see, this is a very momentum-based tournament. You are looking at just that 1 or 2 over phase where it shifts completely, and cricket is a confidence game. Once the players are confident and starts moving well, or the shot that Sophie hit, it was sweetly hit but went straight to the fielder.
Yeah.
One just goes about with rope, everything might shift. So you're just looking at those 2 overs somewhere where they shift to momentum, and luckily for us, we've got the exact personnel who can change it for us. So I'm looking forward to it. WPL, IPL, they're all tournaments based on momentum. We clearly don't have it now, but once we get it, I'm pretty sure there's no stopping any team, and RCB is just, I think, 1 win away.
The team needs to turn this around, and we've got all the talent and the ability to make that happen. On Wednesday, let's hope for a better result. Keep supporting us. RCB fans, the team needs you now more than ever.